If you're someone who feels everything deeply and processes the world at a very deep, sensitive level, 2027 changes everything. And what you're experiencing right now is the preparation. Today, we're looking at why your current circumstances are behaving the way they are and what this transition into next year actually requires of you. If you're new here, I'm Wanda Vitale, and this is the Reality Architects, where I work with those who are ready to step into a soul-led life and architect their reality. And I work with highly sensitive people. Right now, our old patterns are in our faces. How does that work? Life, or the greater you, is forcing or triggering situations in your life that can't go with you, that are asking you to resolve what's been unresolved. It could be financial fear. It could be death by cubicle. One of my clients, while she appreciates her work, understands that it's not what she's here to do, and it feels like it is quietly killing her soul. Some of you are experiencing that same thing with your marriages or relationships. And we can't leave the current situation potentially, but we have to be with them. We have to learn how to deal with the pain or the sadness or the grief or the doneness of it before our physical lives change. I have another client who told me she'd just love to leave her job, go somewhere else. And then she realized, but if I do that, it's the same me, and I'll call in the same circumstances. So this is really this preparation now. We have to change inside before our material lives change. So you may be feeling a real squeeze right now. Some of my clients are really being impacted by the economy. They're in an industry that's forcing them to think about, what do I do? What do I do here? And I don't know. I think the major theme right now, and I believe I might have said this on another video, it's as though our lives have been running along like a big ocean liner, and we know where we're going, everything feels good, and then suddenly, wham, we're being redirected. But it doesn't feel like that until you trust that your life has a purpose and a reason. It just feels like, nothing is working and I have no idea what to do. I just recorded a video for my members and I ask, what's done? What are you done with? So you might be in that. And even if you don't know what's next, we don't rush into what's next. This is what I want to talk about. How do we deal with this time that transitions us into next year? And I want to talk about why next year. Well, next year, the energy on the planet shifts from logic, the mind, and into feeling, embodiment, feeling everything, following the aliveness, noticing the patterns and the triggers in your body and witnessing them so they can move, and then letting the next idea come in, or the next thought, the next solution. That happens in a big way next year. We're ending a 400-year cycle of logic and mind ruling. That's why for so many of us, we've been called too sensitive, because the world has been focused on logic. And there are a lot of people out there who just don't want to feel and stuff it down. But if you're here and if you're listening to this, this is your magic. Because next year, living from your body, not thinking your way through, not bypassing, not avoiding, that becomes the new norm. And yes, it's a 400 plus year cycle, but it starts next year. And those of us who are sensitives, empaths, who feel everything, we're wired for this. And yes, I understand some of you still get overwhelmed because you haven't learned how to manage your energy. I understand that. When we feel deeply, we become very disciplined in what gets our energy. And that's potentially what you may be experiencing now if your life is causing you to be overwhelmed. What's the story behind it? We feel something and we give it a story. Overwhelm might be, it's too much. I can't handle this. I'm powerless. But are you? You're the way that Source expresses in this life. So these are the things that are coming up right now. This is why whatever is coming up in your life right now, whether it's an old pattern of caretaking or my guides call it the architect's burden, trying to save people, trying to rescue people, always being the capable one who's prepared. We have to stop this because this is time for you to become balanced right now. It's time for you to look at the stories that you're telling yourself about who you are. Do you tell yourself you're too sensitive, or do you tell yourself you're a highly precise, finely attuned energy sensing device that notices patterns or distortions before anyone else? You may be in the part of your life where you're still gathering information of what works and what doesn't. I'm seeing this with clients. Some of you are wired to have a life of experimentation, but nobody told you the part of being an experimenter is failure, not knowing. So are you telling yourself that you're a failure, or are you asking, what did I learn from this? Right now, you have the power of choice to stop the stories, to stop whatever you're telling yourself about what's happening. I don't know how. I can't figure this out. I just went out. You have to go beneath. What's the pattern? Is it that you don't feel supported? I put my hand on my heart because this is what we do. When you live from your body, you use everything as information. You go back to the feeling. Am I feeling a fear? Am I feeling powerless? Fear is a big one right now because until we realize that we are the power that chooses and that creates everything, co-creates everything with the infinite as ourselves, we do feel fear. And that's a lot of what's coming up right now. We put our hand on our hearts. If you feel powerless or not safe, and I mean to say if you're physically safe, but you don't feel safe, you don't know how to handle what's happening, put your one hand on your heart, the other hand on your gut, and take 3 deep belly breaths. It resets your nervous system. See, we have a neural network in our hearts. And this is what's asking to come online now, because when something happens, when you get triggered, the energy automatically enters through your heart. But as long as we have these old patterns of, I don't know what to do, I'm not safe, or, oh my God, there's no clients, there's no money, I'm gonna, whatever, right? We move out of the present moment. We're into a future that hasn't happened. The mind takes over. But the magic happens when we align our body, our mind, and our hearts. That's what next year, these next 400 years, is asking of each of us. And it's going to be more intense next year because planetary energies continue to rise. So that means whatever doesn't match that higher frequency comes up in us. And it's a frequency, it's a feeling. It's asking us to feel what's there, hand over heart in the body, let it move, align with the heart's wisdom, which immediately puts us in touch with more possibilities. It puts us in touch with the solutions that we don't have access to otherwise. And also, right now, if what you're experiencing is an ancestral pattern, because I'm seeing this a lot with clients who are here to work with women, it could be these ancestral patterns of women don't speak up. It could be a cultural pattern. Some of you are here to break cultural norms. Women don't do this. Men don't cry. Women don't whatever, fill in the blank. For so many people that I've talked to, you're having throat issues because the old pattern is it's not safe to speak my truth. It's not safe to be seen. Or it could be a pattern that says, life doesn't have my back. That was mine. That was mine that I resolved. Life does have my back. All of this is coming up now in your life, and it's in your face now because next year it's coming up even more. Whatever your life is doing right now, it's the easy version for you to deal with it before next year, when not only sensitives and feelers will be experiencing this, but also the people who have used the mind to stuff everything down, make a decision. Most of the manifesting channels are mind-based. Well, just make a decision. Just be present. Just acknowledge what's there. But nobody talks about feeling it. It's why personally mind-based stuff did not work for me, because I'm wired to feel it all. We change at the speed of safety. Life changes at the speed of safety. So right now, whatever's up in your life, whatever you're experiencing, it's only because there are patterns in you that you need to feel and say, no, no more. I can feel this squeeze. I can feel the uncertainty. I can feel the whatever, the fear, the doubt, the anxiety. But I'm the one who chooses my life. I'm the one who chooses. I'm the one who listens. And even if you don't know what you're choosing, decide to tell a new story. I'm the one who's never alone because I'm connected to everyone. I'm the one who always has the most miraculous ideas at the perfect time. You're going through this first because it's going to be difficult for the people who are not naturally wired to feel. And some of you listening are likely the teachers and the mentors leading them through this, because you have had to work through your own life to deal with it, to learn how to navigate uncertainty and fear and doubt. You're the one who has had to question your old patterns and say, well, is it really true? So this is really an orchestrated time so that next year, you, instead of being too sensitive or too something, you're the pioneers that others will look to. You're the one who walks into a room and others feel how you have changed. This is huge. And next year as well in Taoist astrology is the year of the fire goat or the fire ram. And what does that mean? You've taken all this life experience and how you've navigated it and how you've learned to direct your energy and not match energy, how you've learned to put yourself in a bubble maybe and only let love and coherence through and everything else gets mirrored. You've learned all that, or you are learning that now. And next year, in this year of the fire ram or goat, it's asking us, what are you going to do with it? What are you going to do with it? And that's why many of you are here to walk into a room and everybody knows that something changed, or you're here to write the book or start the circle. People are going to need community. People need community now. Next year might be the year that you start community. It could be anything, but this is what you're being prepared for right now. What are you going to do with it? I'm almost finished revising my community, the Architects Circle. And I'm dropping a link below to join the wait list. It's a monthly coaching container so that you can work with whatever comes up, whatever old pattern is rising now, and change it and begin to trust this bigger picture or vision that's unfolding now. Because it's happening with me, it's happening with everyone. And we can either fight it or we can go with the flow and use it and know that it's absolutely perfect. The link is below in the description.